Hello everybody, welcome to ARC, welcome to a base tour idea that I have. So this is a video I kind of want to make purely just for my own memories a bit, and obviously to show off some of the stuff that I've done. So I've been playing on this PVE cluster for about a year now, and sadly due to some file issues and other things that have been going on, we're going to have to wipe and everything's going to be gone. So I kind of wanted to make a video of all the stuff that we've done across the cluster, or the bases at least, in this video for, for what we've done the past year. So first off, let's take a look inside. So this is my personal island base, my tribe. We pretty much all kind of split up, did our own little thing, for the most part. So this would be my island base. It's about there on the map. I get a lot. Alright, so this would be the entrance. I had all my crafting and stuff kind of set up here a long time ago before I unlocked tech, and then I put all the tech replicator over here and a couple other things. This is my wall of heads that I managed to get. All of them from all the bosses are here except for Desert. Desert's the only one not there. Because symmetry, pretty much. That was the only reason. The design I had, I couldn't fit Desert on there. Then there's all my flags, which there's two King Titan ones, just base King Titan. But I did that just so I could have a complete wall. Then there's where all my dedicated storages were, and up here was a place to freaking, wake up and all that stuff. Here's some of my favorite RGs. Is Zazu downstairs? I don't remember. Zazu is my first tamed RG on this cluster. So this poor bird is what everything was built on. I love the boy. Alright, so then I have my lovely little balcony, which I kind of wanted to put some benches out here, but I never did. Here, real quick, just gonna... And then up here is where all my trophies are. Never really filled it out, but I got like two really cool alpha wyverns that I fought that I really liked the looks of, and then the Titans. This is a Volinosaur that a tribe mate put up as a joke because my other tribe mate put this up on top of my base. So, it's a combined joke of the Volinosaur is punting this poor boy's ass. But yeah, and then on top of that, this is the tech forge, which, seeing as I'm the only one who actually managed to beat King Titan on the cluster, this is the only King Titan on the map. Tech forge on the map. Hey, hello, there's someone here. Who be here? Anyways, over here is kind of my little area that I had set up, which... No, wait, whatever, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a pillar there or something, whatever. This is my transmitter spot. This is where I do the boss fights, because everything fits inside there, all my Rexes. Now, this little shack actually has a bit of a story. So I had a tribe mate who kind of just annoyed me, and I told him to go build his own base, so he moved all of 2 foundation spaces and built his own shack. Now, this was built before this, or that, or the wall, or that building over there. And this is his little shack of crap. Here he is, laying in the corner, freaking asshole, die. And yeah, that's his little shack. Alright, then over here is actually my little garden. Now, this garden is not set up to be... Excuse me. Arc lag. Would you just get over the railing? Thank you. This is my little garden. Now, this garden is not made efficiently. It's very much made to do what I want it to do, but also to look pretty. Like, everything down here doesn't even have the greenhouse effect. Then up top, all this does, but it's not exactly laid out efficiently. And I have my little beehives and my gardeners and stuff like that. And over here is actually my breeding building. I pretty much always had breeding set up in a sense of each floor was something different. Like Rexes would breed down here, and Uties, and normally these 2 floors were birds. Like this was the owl floor, and this was the RG floor. This is all my mutated monster birds. And up here, kind of almost anything. Like I would breed manas, fairies, whatever I could really get up here normally when I had enough projects going. So yeah, this was my lovely little island base. I spent way too much time here, honestly. But on island there was one other place, which, oh yeah, here's the overall look. Which, yes, I had space whales always flying above my bases. This was the overall look. I was very proud of this. I really enjoyed this place. But over here, we had a water base, which is going to take a second for it to load. You can already see some squids in there.
I am sorry. Before we move on to the next map, I forgot the most important part of all of the bases and all of my achievements of this freaking game. These are the two great walls of chibi. Inside of every single one of these boxes is chibis. Lots and lots and lots of chibis. And I'm not kidding. It is just chibis. And then if I come up here, I don't have any element, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Chibis. And then if we come over here, chibis. The whole thing is chibis. And then even more chibis. And then some more. And then none. Alright, just wanted to make sure that was, you know, there, in the video. I have about 30,000 of them in all. How I got them was during the summer event last year, and other, events that I've played. So, yeah, that is the Great Wall of Chibi, and it is my proudest achievement in this game. Alright, moving on.
Alright, so yeah, that would be the lovely water base. I built it to have enough room. It was going to be bigger, but people had built on the beach at the time I built this, so I couldn't within range. I was kind of salty about that, but this is kind of big enough. So this was just here for me to breed my water dinos. And my little soul terminal here set up for picking up eggs, which is a couple squid eggs in there right now. And just in case anything bred out of range of the soul terminal, I had hatcheries here, and I had a little entrance in case, I don't know, anyone got stuck in there, so that's unlocked so people can get out. But yeah, down here, there was plenty of room for me to do whatever I needed to. Down there, or down here in particular, I had a cloning chamber set up if I needed to clone anything. But I very rarely had to, so I took that out pretty quick. And all my mutators are set up here for me to mutate, and, you know, got my little trough full of meat. Stuff like that. So yeah, that will pretty much be all that there really is on Island. I'm actually curious if my fishing spot's still up. It probably got decayed by now because I left it from the Valentine's Day event. Oh hey, it's still here. This little shack was where I would come to do fishing for the Valentine's Day event. And yeah, it's literally just a small shack. There's fishing rods in there. That's about it. It was literally just meant to, you know, look nice. Alright, so from here we'll transfer maps and we'll show you the next place. So this would be my tri-mate Grin's base. And he played a lot on Rag. This was his favorite map that he would spend time on. And it's a cool little base. He had like a full gotcha setup a while ago, but we took that down. Or he took that down. It's a pretty good sized base. I came here often if there was stuff I wanted to tame on Rag or stuff like that. Or, you know, go wyvern hunting. You know, all the fun stuff. And, you know, there was this area back here which I never fully understood. But I'm pretty sure what he used to do is he would have, like, gorillas going around picking him, fiber all the time. Hello there, dear. Alright, anyways. Okay, so yeah, this base, there wasn't... We pretty much only had this here on this map. And it's a very nice base, and he didn't do a whole lot of breeding here. He did breeding every once in a while, but it wasn't extreme. It was mainly on Island, Extinction, or Scorch that we did breeding. But okay, let's go to another map. And this here is our Valgiro Base. We're based in the White Chalk Hills area. It's kind of like on this miniature plateau that's kind of away from everything else. And it's a really nice spot. This base in particular was a tribe mate that was very new to the game, and this was her learning spot. So we kind of left this map to her to do whatever she wanted to. We gave her a shield and the skiff and a transmitter for, you know, if she wanted to do anything. But she built this and she designed it. I don't think she ever finished, but, you know, she you know, put in her work and she had fun with it. This is her little garden that she managed to put together. I had to help her with the roof part of it, and actually I explained to her how to actually set up, you know, the garden section of it. But yeah, this was her nice little base. And yeah, we didn't. This is also where we actually started. On this cluster, we started up here. And it was just, oh shit, I left my otter on the other map. Thank you, Crin. I'll go get that. But this is where we started on this cluster. We started with a nice little glass building, or I mean, we started with stone. Then once we could get metal, we made a glass building, and from there it went forward. But alright, next let's check out Aberration. Alright, so this was hi Crab, this was the entrance to our Aberration base. How you doing, Crab? I'm just gonna go in here before I die. I had some turrets set up, but I think they ran out of bullets a while ago, so you know, I'll just kill you. Oh yeah, I forgot, you take very little damage. Whee! So anyways, hi, this is the base. Whatever that crap's trapped to, doesn't matter. This was the base. This was kind of set up as a prep area, like right here. We have our transmitter set up so that we can, you know, get nebulous sources around it for Rockwell and stuff like that. And then I had a small garden spot set up here, which I kind of let die out. I've been a little bit inactive of late. Our storage area for resources, our processing and crafting. And you know, up here, this floor I added for breeding, so I could fit like a bunch of rock drakes in here to breed them up or whatever else I wanted to. And then you know, have our boxes, and then this was all plant Y for our gotchas, and this was a little soul terminal mutator setup, the clone chamber over there. It was a quaint little setup. Then yeah, this is where we kept all the gotchas. We never did have many here, just a few. But yeah, at one point I took this place over from another tribe mate because I wanted to use it for breeding, but I had to rebuild the entire place pretty much because the place was a nightmare. Like, all the floors were uneven. Like, my OCD was going nuts. Like, every single floor tile was like practically uneven. All the walls were uneven, and nothing. And like if you see, all these lines weren't straight; they were crisscrossed all over the place, and in no real discernible pattern. But yeah, this was our fun little Aberration base, which we didn't use for much besides breeding of Aberration dinos and doing whatever the hell we wanted on Aberration. So that's pretty much it. None of us spent a whole lot of time here. Alright, let's get to the next spot. Alright, so this was our Genesis base, and we never did a whole lot base building here. We kind of set up a shack that was really just meant for me to kind of store stuff if I needed food or things like that. Feed the dinos I had here, like I'd bring Daedons to heal dinos after hunts and stuff like that. So yeah, this place was literally just kind of a launching area for me to go do all the missions, which I am lucky enough, I got all except 4 done. Those 4, we pretty much were never really able to do it, and it's pretty much the alpha of the gauntlet missions, I call them. Where you have to fight waves and waves of enemies, and actually nobody on the cluster is ever able to beat them. And we tried. We gathered like 20 people or so to beat them, and we couldn't do it. It was just a nightmare. So there was that. But luckily, I was able to do that and unlock Alpha. You know, because you can skip out on 8 missions exactly, and I only skipped out on 4. Probably, besides those, probably the biggest pain in the ass ones were, where is it? Ice fishing I really, really hated that. Hunts on Lunar were a nightmare. So, like, the tech giga was really hard. The whale was really easy. In fact, the whale is one of the best hunts to do. The Rexes were a nightmare, but the Rex wasn't as bad as the Giga. And then, yeah, doing the Nameless and the Reaper, those were all pains in the asses. Genesis missions were a bit of a pain, but I actually really enjoyed Genesis. But yeah, we only really had this small place to do stuff on Genesis. We never really built much here. The only other thing we did build here, is teleporter. Let's go up here. There we go. Hi. We found out that the planetary shield that you can use on Extinction to keep Extinction safe from the meteors works here on Genesis. So you can stop all the meteors from attacking you in this biome, and it's really, really handy just to keep people safe. But yeah, that's the only other thing we have built on this map, pretty much. But alright, to the next map. Alright, let's get an overview of this place. Oh man, I haven't finished painting. But this is one of our Scorched bases. This was where we bred Gigas and Rexes. It was my trimate Dread set this place up, and I kind of took it over just so I could finish breeding the rest of the Gigas, because he kind of took a break from the game, and I wanted to finish things off. But yeah, this place was literally just kind of set up for breeding. It's not very efficient in anything else. Like, there's this wide open area, and we pretty much have all the breeding upstairs. Had all the Rexes set up there and there, and hey, this guy's done growing. I need to throw him in there. And then I had all of the Gigas set up here. I could pick up the melee and I could walk in the next one, and the whole group was set up. As well with all of the Rexes. I had them all in such a way that I could pick this guy up, and you can see like this area is wide enough I could throw another one down in the middle. Same with over here. So yeah, this one was a bit more tight, but you could fit him. Nope. You could fit him in here. But then we also had one other really big thing built on Scorched. We'll have to teleport there. Where is it? There's the teleporter. I'm not blind, you're blind. Alright, so over here, I had actually set up, well, Dread set up most of this, and then I set up a good chunk, although a lot of it's gone, because we haven't done this in a while. But we're going to be doing it again real soon. This was our event center. So this area we had set up as a mech arena. So on both sides, pretty much you'd go in. Yeah, let me head into one of these. I'm in! Right. So you come in, and in here there would be mechs and whatever you needed, some desert armor element, things like that, on both sides. And this is empty at the moment, but there would be food in there and stuff like that. Then in here we had, tech generator and stuff like that. And you could come up here, kind of see what was going on. We had a system set up for like 2 teammates. One would be on a scout sort of thing to heal the mech, things like that. But this place during the nighttime in particular was very cool looking, because if you look, we had tech lights all around the area, all different colors, and this was our little spectator tower. And then this was a racetrack that I set up for the Tropio specifically, the little rocket bird guys from Crystal Isles. And this actually was a really fun little racetrack, because it actually is kind of difficult to get some of the turns in with those guys. So yeah, this was, and we also had things like sheep jousting and mantis fights, and I'm going to be setting this up. I'm probably going to do another video on this place specifically again, because I'm going to be holding another event as the closure of the server, just for everybody who's been here to have fun. Pretty much we had stuff out of Adobe built everywhere. Like right here, like this is the only Adobe left. All the tech stuff is still up and about. But yeah, so this is Scorched. This is our lovely land of Scorched. Had a lot of fun here. Poor Scorpion. Alright, and now the only map left would be Extinction. Now, there are other maps on the cluster here, I'll show you. So, on the cluster, we also had Crystal Isles and Center. We never really did anything on either of those. That was never really us. We had a small place on Crystal, but we never... Like, I was going to set up wyvern breeding there, but never did. And Center... One person on our tribe went over there and made a shack, and they like immediately let it get decayed, so nobody really cared about that place at all. But Extinction is where our insanity, to put it nicely, is kind of at its peak. Here, one second, I forgot I need to take a ladder. So yeah, I will see you over there. Alright, so this is where we had our Extinction Base. It was on this tower area. So why this place was kind of our mode of insanity was... we had a lot of gotchas. So, there are, wait, let me get some element. There are 180 of them, set up. And they're all element gotchas. We cloned a lot of them because we got a level 21 going. And that level 21, was kind of our key to riches in this cluster. So we had these guys printing element for us all the time. And then we had our little turret set up to keep them safe, because people would bring like wild, like one time people brought wild dinos to kill them, and so we needed to set up the turrets just to keep them safe from being killed. Let's just say this was not the most popular thing on the cluster. Besides the people who really liked it when we paid an element, because I would give people like thousands of element at a time. Because, well, we printed a shit ton. So this whole setup would print us about 4K an hour if we really, really went at it. And this was our little processing area. So we had all of these crystal crackers set up to, like, I could just empty them into the grinder pretty much. And then we just put all the dust. We had a lot more element, but I've been spending it like crazy since the cluster's going to be wiped. So, yeah, kind of getting that over with. But this was a two-part setup. So this is where all the gotchas are, and we fed them plant-wide, but the garden is not here at all. What we did is we had, let me go up here. We had item translocators used to, move things for us. So let me teleport up. It's because the garden's actually all the way up there on top of the tower outside of Render. So let's head up there, and I'll show you that place. Okay, so this is the garden. I'm not going to move much because you don't move here. So there's 3,200 crop plots, all filled with plant Y. There is 80 gardeners to hold up all of the how much plant Y is being produced. Then we have, I don't even remember how many beetles. I think there's like 40 of them all going. A bunch of Famoias to get them going. So pretty much we would use just an item transfer tool to put all of the plant Y into these, and then they would transfer down there. And so that's pretty much the setup. Now the thing with this is insanely laggy being up here. You cannot stand here for more than like 2 minutes and then you crash. Even the admins of the cluster couldn't be up here for very long. Which, this is where all the problems really came from, was this garden. For people, this is what people thought, well, people thought the gotchas were laggy, but it was really just this. This was what was laggy. So that's why we always warn people never to come up here into this madness. So, yeah, good times. Alright, but with that, that is pretty much all of our bases. All of our insanity. This was Gnomeland. Gnomeland security on AGB. We pretty much built all the most insane stuff, and we did all of the most insane stuff. There will be more videos coming out about other stuff of the cluster. It's going to be an event thing going down on Scorched, and that event center, I'm going to build it up. Going to have a lot of stuff, so there'll be mech battles and space whale versus those Tropio rocket bird things, and all kinds of fun stuff I'm going to be doing. Then probably compilation of funny moments over the past year and other stuff. I'm okay with this all happening, because obviously, like, there's nothing that anybody can do to fix this problem. But I'm gonna miss the server a bit. We really did put in way too much work here. We did way too much here. But, you know, it was a great time. And I'm looking forward to Gen 2, honestly, and having fun on that map at least. But alright, I hope you enjoyed the whole, tour. And yeah, that would be Gnomeland. we were the greatest gnomes to ever gnome, that's for damn sure. Alright. Well, I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!